All right, time to do the intro. You
Do
ready?
it.
You ready to be a YouTuber? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Hey everyone, I'm Broth,
And I'm Moth.
and we are here again for another episode. And today is just a more of a low key one. We went down a trip to memory lane, and we've decided, you know what? What better way to spend the middle of our May than redrawing our favorite scenes from our favorite pieces of media?
Yes. Would you consider yourself a consumer of fan media?
I would consider myself a connoisseur.
Okay, okay. Very
Um,
good.
I may be of a higher caliber. I do have a
I
degree in media.
This is true. This is yep.
We are both academics.
You are a professional fan.
I am a professional fan, and I wear that badge of pride.
Very good.
And as a professional fan, I am so excited to share our redraws. To give a bit more info on the prompt, we each decided that we were just going to redraw a screen cap from one of our favorite shows.
In our style.
And Moth, what show did I say I was going to draw?
I remember you saying JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
That's exactly right, which is why I drew Naruto. So, let's get going on the speed draw in 3, 2, 1.
You chose the gay one.
So I chose the best scene in the entire franchise, which is the fight right after at like the Bridge of Tears.
Mm-hmm.
And that scene where like after Sasuke beats the tar out of Naruto, he's like looking over him in what can only be described in like gay anguish.
Yeah, yeah. That's his bestie.
That's his bestie, that's his homeboy, that's his
Yeah.
bread sauce.
Yeah.
And listen, this scene is referenced constantly
It's
by the animators in Naruto and just the fandom in general, because it is so iconic.
it's yes.
It's, yeah, there I am, moving it over
Wow.
so I have a view.
Oh right, you had to put in Sasuke's face.
I have to put in Sasuke's face. I was actually like, this is a little challenging, because I was like two heads on the same kind of surface area, and yeah, I actually made Naruto too big, so I had to shrink him.
Yeah.
And then I put Sasuke really close.
He's basically kissing him.
He basically, well, funny you mentioned that, because
Yeah.
as someone who was like on the early internet in like basically Naruto forums, there was a very famous like GIF edit of this scene that made them kiss that I like watched almost obsessively. I was like deep in it to the point where it's like I have this very like crisp memory of being in like elementary school and being 12 in grade 6, and my friend coming up to me because we were both like super into Naruto.
Yo,
and
check
she
this
was
out.
like the ep is out, but because Shippuden was airing at the time. I feel old, but Shippuden was airing. And she came up to me and she was like, Naruto is ending soon, and Kishimoto revealed that he has regrets about making Naruhina canon, and he said it was supposed to be Sasunaru. I believed her. I believed this rumor. She's like, I saw it on Japanese forum. And I was like, I believe you. They are meant to be their soulmates.
You got gaslit.
I got gaslit, but canon doesn't help me, because in Boruto, which is just Naruto's
It makes it
son's
worse,
anime,
yeah.
no, it
Yeah.
makes it worse, because like Sakura doesn't know where her husband is, so when her daughter asks like, hey, where's my dad, she goes, I don't know, ask Naruto.
His real spouse.
It's so insane. Why does your homeboy know where your husband is more than you?
Yeah. Yeah.
So here's me. So in terms of like what I did differently, because I think we should be talking about that beyond like just like here's my relationship with like the Sasunaru ship.
Mm-hmm.
But what the slight changes I made were I drew them closer together. They were too far before.
Right.
But also I just made it more clear that like Sasuke and Naruto were crying. This is hard for them. This was their big, like, third act breakup before, like, they had to obsessively bring him back. Because this was, like... Yeah, because the arc before this was everyone, like, teaming up to, like, find him and rescue him. And then when Naruto finally catches up to him on the border of the Leaf territory, they have this big fight because it's revealed that it was not actually a kidnapping. Sasuke went willingly. Which plot twist for people who haven't seen this, at this point, 20-year-old show.
Yeah, because he's a little shit.
He's a little shit. He sucks. Sasuke kind of sucks, but I love him at the same time. He kind of got, like, the Twilight revamp, if you know what I mean, where it's, like, the Naruto Renaissance kind of, like, redid Sasuke's character to make him a bit more palatable.
Right.
But, my choice for, like, this isn't my emotional support inking brush. This is actually a different one.
I like how dark the blacks are. And
thank you. Yeah, I wanted to, like, keep this sort of, like, cell shading of the original anime screen cap because it was very evocative to me. And, like, in my brain, I'm like, you can't separate the medium from, like, the subject matter in this case. Because, like, Naruto is such a staple of anime. It's the best word I can think of. So I was like, how do I do that in my style and still also have the same sort of look? So, yeah, I went for, like, these really crisp blacks, and I do cell shading later as well, just to, like, keep it in the same vein. So this isn't exactly my style, but it's certainly, like, different from the anime.
It makes it more moody. I like it.
Yeah. I like more moody. Because, like, there's nothing wrong with that original screen cap. Like, it's a gorgeous shot. And, like, it's a beautiful sequence. But
it's a nice composition.
If they were just... Yeah, exactly. Like, the hair coming over on... I actually really struggled with that because I didn't quite know how the hell, like, the strands were supposed to look because Sasuke's hairstyle is so weird. It's so bizarre.
Yeah.
He's got the little duck butt with the long fringe in the front, so I was like, I was thinking about him, like, in reality, if he's looking down at Naruto, those, like, front pieces should actually cover his eyes.
Right.
But that's not happening, and we can't have that because the eyes are, like, the entire point of this, like, scene is to see the look in Sasuke's eyes as he decides to, like, abandon Naruto. Which, I don't know why he had to get on his, like, hands and knees to, like, lean over his buddy like this.
Dude, they're brothers. I don't know if you knew that.
They're brothers, right, Martial brothers.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, they totally don't, you know.
Yeah.
They haven't explored each other's bodies.
Yeah, I mean...
I'm going to tell you this now, but if Kishimoto was big-brained and made one of them a girl... they would have been, like, fiancés since birth. I'm telling you this now. Yeah. Because, first of all, Kishimoto, misogynist.
Notorious.
Notorious misogynist.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand women. It's fine. It's charming at times.
It just means that you have to read it in different ways, I guess.
Yeah, well, Kishimoto, unfortunately, is tapped into the absolute mania that is, like, Fugoshis.
Right.
Whether he meant to or not, with this emphasis on brothers and soulmates. Couple of Kishimoto's greatest hits when it comes to Sasunaru are, like, Naruto being literally in the bath and thinking about Sasuke. Sasuke, like, almost dying while fighting Zabuza, and, like, one of his, like, only thoughts before he goes is, like, the kiss him and Naruto shared by accident. He, like, thinks about that.
It's like, how can you not read it, like that? Yeah.
But that's only, like, the light examples, because there's, like, when they're talking about chakra natures, which they, explore in Shippuden, which I don't know why they They don't bring this up, like, before the series, and it's clearly, like, a retcon, because, like, Kishimoto's trying to figure out how to keep his, like, power system interesting. So he's like, elements. Naruto learns... remember the elements? Remember the Chinese elements? Kishimoto brings up, like... Not Kishimoto. Yeah, Kishimoto brings it up, and then Yamato tells Naruto that he's got a wind release, which he's got to be careful with, because if he uses it in conjunction with, like, fights a fire user and he uses it, there's a high chance he'll just power up the jutsu.
They support
and
each
Naruto
other.
Goes, yeah, that's exactly what fucking happens, is Naruto going,
I remember that.
Great, that means I can support Sasuke, and Yamato just looks so dead inside.
Yeah.
There's a different scene where, like, Naruto's on his hands and knees, like, begging these, like, enemy Hokages not to kill his domestic terrorist boyfriend. It's so bad. And Naruto's watching it from the corner. So
please.
Please. So now that the inking's done, we'll talk about what I did for the background. I wanted to keep the same sort of, like, watercolor look with, like, minimal line art. So I went in with this, like, super fluffy brush that I have that I absolutely adore. And I kind of just, like, started placing the shadows for, like, the big chunks, following the screen cap. That's me kind of, like, seeing how it looked from a distance, because I like to check.
Me too. Make sure, like, everything's, like, I struggle with, like, proportions and stuff. So
I find zooming out and, like, really looking at it like helps me a lot, which is. But at this point, because I inked it, I'm like, if I did see something wrong, I would just, like, give up and I just keep going. I'm like, I've done it. I'm not doing it again.
I've cried over this piece for a different reason.
Yeah,
Not
I'm crying
this
over
one.
this piece because I'm thinking about how they could have kissed. So I did sort of this, like, chunky, and I didn't want to overwork it because I wanted the background to fade into the background for lack of a better wordage. So I kept it kind of messy, and then
the focus is on them,
layer.
not on
the focus
the
is on them.
background.
We're not looking at the rock and water. So this is where you see my different headcanons. I subscribe to a what if Sasuke was purple standpoint.
Yeah.
What if he was more purple themed than blue?
Yeah.
So he's getting the purple treatment.
I mean, he is blue in.
He's blue in the
screen cap,
anime,
yeah.
and, like, I think a couple. I don't know. I just prefer him with a purple color palette. Call me stinky, but
He kind of has purple in Shippuden.
he gets more purple with, like, Orochimaru.
Yeah.
Because he takes on his, like, coloring. Oh, and I
Yeah.
subscribe to a tan Naruto. I believe this as
okay.
well. To get more into, like, I guess my Naruto headcanons, because if we're interested in that, there's a line in Naruto where he talks about how he had to get held back twice from taking the final exam because he couldn't do the specific transformation jutsu, substitution jutsu. Like, he couldn't make a clone of himself.
Yeah.
And so from that line, I always imagine Naruto being, like, 2 years older than Sasuke. Which now we know from canon it's not possible because Kushina and, like, Sasuke's mom were literally pregnant at the same time. But then because of that, like, that line in the show doesn't make any sense unless Naruto was in, like, an advanced class at first and then he, like, skipped a couple grades and he kept flunking.
Just another example of retcon.
Just another example of, like, a really weird retcon that, like, actually kind of added nothing. Like, why did Kushina and Sasuke's mom need to be pregnant at the same time? The Uchiha massacre didn't happen until later.
I think
there was no need for this. Why did they have to be best friends?
They were supposed to be
here?
like, they're literally brothers. Like, if
they're literally brothers. They were literally brothers. Please stop trying to make them kiss. They're literally brothers.
I think that might
I don't believe that.
Excuse.
I don't believe that. I think Naruto is 2 years older than Sasuke, and that pregnancy was not actually Sasuke. That was a miscarriage.
Okay.
I'm gonna say wild things to
Crazy
make my
Paul.
worldview work. Crazy
This-
Paul indeed.
This
I'm
will
adding,
satisfy
like,
my delusion.
my delusion that my worldview is correct. Because, like, this is where you find out I'm a big fan of Naruto.
Yeah.
But you already know, because I've, like, found you and been like, here's how I would fix Naruto to make it less shit.
Yes.
And you have been victim to this.
Yeah, it was a few hours of
I can fix
Please
Naruto.
listen to me. Please, please, please.
Please, you have to hear me out of how Naruto can be good. Here's me adding some, like, some blue, some atmospheric shading.
Is it a multiplier or a hard light?
It is just a multiply layer that I, like, cut out. But I have it on, like, 30% opacity.
It's very... I like it. Moody. Moody.
Yeah. I always go for, like, a dark... Like, darker than I need, so then I can adjust it lighter.
Yeah.
And just, like...
You're
I do very minimal.
Too.
Yeah. I do very minimal, shading for this one. It was definitely the thing that took the most time was the line art, because I wanted it so careful.
Yeah. I wonder what that's like.
I don't know, man.
It couldn't be me.
I don't know. I don't... Line art is line art, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
That's how it is. Yeah, just futzing.
That, like, really nice, like, I don't know if it's, like, a rim light, but the detail between their faces.
Exactly. And, like, I like the little rim light from... Because it's on a little bit on, like, the original screen grab, but, like, not as prominent on Naruto. I also, like, didn't cut out the, like, big chunk of highlight for, like, Naruto's face at the bottom. It just, like, to me, it just didn't make sense.
Okay. Yeah.
Because, like, Sasuke's entire head is, like, blocking Naruto. There wouldn't be a spot for, like, that light to be there. Although I did still put in the rim lighting, but that's more because it was, like, pretty. Here's me putting in the hard lights for the headband. If I just move Sasuke a couple inches, he could be kissing that leaf symbol on Naruto's forehead.
But that shape between their noses is so satisfying.
It's so satisfying. I'm just saying, if we had me at the helm, there would be multiple scenes of them knocking headbands together.
You could fix her.
And we could still get that, like, almost kiss, and it would be within the canon.
You could fix her.
I could fix Naruto. I have such machinations.
It's like Hellraiser. It's like, we have such sights to show you.
It's me, like, showing you my, like, very long form blueprint on, like, the entire rewrite of Naruto I want to do, where I explain why the fuck anyone would, like, condone the abuse of the fourth Hokage's son.
Everybody knows, and then... But, like,
everybody knows Naruto, but they still treat him like shit, and it drives me wild. Like, why are we doing this to a toddler?
Yeah.
There's no reason for it. There's literally no reason for it. Except, like, Kishimoto, like, put this in later and didn't think about, like, the implications, and then he had to, like, write some bullshit later. Like, he, like, retroactively made the third Hokage look like such an asshole for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? But yeah, that's my speed draw.
Wow.
That's Naruto.
That. The rain. Very nice.
The rain. Thank you. It was very moody. And I had a lot of fun doing that. So what's yours? What are you doing? What did you pick? Tell me your story.
Okay. So what I did, I was going to do a Castlevania screen cap. Keyword being was. But then I was like, wouldn't it be funny if I just did, like, a just a live action show? A screen cap from a live action show.
All right.
So I chose Hannibal.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what you did. In 3, 2, 1.
So check this out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what scene is this from?
This is the first episode of the 3rd season, Antipasto.
Okay.
It's the Italy arc, which I don't like.
You don't like when they're in Italy?
I think it's too rushed. I think, right? Which we know why.
Yeah, Moth, they were getting canceled. You're telling me the season was rushed?
Yeah. But it's still very beautiful. Yeah. So so this is the Italy arc. I wanted to draw a angry, silly little man in a suit. So so in this scene, he's like staring right down the barrel of the camera. And it's so scary because the entire episode he's trying to like blend in. Hannibal is trying to blend in, be a regular person, but then the shot is so like jarring because you know he's not, despite like everything around him being normal and beautiful. You know he's not. So it was very nice. I was gonna do a Will and Hannibal like screen cap from the end of season 2.
I know the exact scene you're talking about where he tells him, I was like, I could have given you everything, but you rejected me.
Yeah.
And they break up very briefly.
Yeah. But the lighting was annoying me, and I was like, I don't want to draw a whole background. Spoilers. I draw a whole background in this one anyways. So it doesn't matter. So right here I am fiddling with the suit, trying to figure out
those little penny loafers.
Yeah, the little shoes.
I love his just standing there pose.
Yeah, he's
like mama fool up.
in the screen cap, he's stanced up so silly. He's like horse pose, staring right down at the camera. Like it looks funny if you don't know the show, I guess.
Honestly, sometimes even when you do know the show, like just Hannibal in general is just like such a ball. He's a very funny man because he's in his own romantic like romance story, and everyone else is in his horror.
Exactly. It's his world, and we're just living in it.
We're all just living in it.
Yeah, so I couldn't figure out these pants because I tend to draw wide leg pants more often, and doing like a tapered fitted suit was more difficult, and his feet are too big, but I couldn't be bothered to change that because I knew I had
lemon pepper stippers on.
Yeah, I knew I had to do the background, which was interesting. So hey, check this out.
Is this when he's like in the Louvre, or am I thinking of a different scene?
He's in like a grove.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. the mangrove.
Yeah.
Not the mangrove. Like he's in an orchard.
Yeah. So I love when I press my pencil or my pen down and it just straightens the line and I don't have to do anything because my lines are always very curved. So that's fun. I was trying to figure out like the palette. Love this brush.
Hey,
just
invest
puts in the
leaves.
Just puts in the leaves.
It just puts them in.
Yeah, and then I was just carving out like the shapes or whatever because, because as you can see, it's a very like line art heavy.
Yeah, I was also like when you were drawing like the outer details, I was like, oh, it's like a Hannibal tarot card.
Oh, that's cute. Okay. So
I was like, this one is the fool.
Yeah, except we are the fool.
We are the fool.
Look, so you're gonna laugh. So you see all this work I'm doing, putting down flats,
you're gonna delete it,
trying to render it. Wow, look how great it looks. It's going to disappear.
Not again. You do this every time. Oh, hey, that was a cool trick. Goodbye.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out how to like render the ground because it's kind of like cobbled. I gave up on that like immediately because I didn't like the way
the image overlay was.
Yeah. So I do it again. I do it again. Mom. Actually, yeah, I'm trying to like. I think the shadows were pissing me off, so I was trying to figure out how like the pants. Like I said, these pants are.
They're throwing you through a loop.
They're a nightmare. Because So yeah, no, I personally like this better. There's more detail with the other one. There wasn't as much detail. It doesn't show like the heart, like the cobbledness of like the stone in the background and
Right. I do
all of
agree with
that.
that. You did put more line work into
Hmm.
the back wall this time
Which I
on this
didn't
run
want to
through.
do, but here we are.
Here you are. It demands
Uh-huh.
it. I
Uh-huh.
did kind of like the sort of like almost friendlier nature of your previous speed draw where Hannibal just kind of looked like a guy. He was just guying out.
He's just a dude. He's just a dude
He
hanging
was
out.
standing there scanced.
Yeah, I think with this one, the suit shape looks better. It's his shoulders don't look like an 80s
He did look a
businessman.
little wide, but I did enjoy
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, so we fix some pants again. Again. Yeah, trying to
Do you
figure
think he
out if I want
listens
to
to
put a crease
Depeche
in
Mode?
it. Hmm?
Do you think Hannibal Lecter listens to Depeche Mode?
I hope he does.
Do you think he enjoys the song Enjoy the Silence?
I hope he
And he's
does.
like, just like that time with Clarice.
Yeah, remember when?
Remember when?
Yeah.
Will, do you remember when we would listen to Depeche Mode? That's it's not even close to a good Mads Mikkelsen impression.
Yeah,
I used to do one really well. Like, I used to get his cadence so good.
not the incoherence. The hello, I can't understand this man on television.
Oh my gosh, that's part of the charm of Hannibal. Like, watching it is like trying to like figure out what
Figure
the hell
out.
Mads Mikkelsen is saying because
Yeah.
he's so Danish. You're
Yeah.
like, I
Yeah.
think, I think he said something. And then the other fun is like turning up the brightness on your screen because everything is shot
It's
in the
so
dark.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So check out these stones. They got more detail. I
Oh.
was more
Ooh.
happy with these because they weren't kind of penciled in, I guess.
Yeah.
They have more of
A little bit more
stone.
regularly shaped.
Yeah.
It's
Because in the shot, the or the screen cap, it's so wide, like the camera is pretty wide, so
yeah.
there's not a lot of planes to, so it looked more in the background with the last one I had, is when
Right.
it looks more fleshed out, closer.
Yeah.
I'm trying to
And
figure
there's
out the
your
border. Yeah, don't.
Yeah.
It's fine. It goes away.
Aw.
Yeah.
It's got
just-
little oranges though.
Yeah.
I'm shocked you
enjoy it
didn't go
now.
for the pomegranate motif.
I
think that one
thought
shows up in this season too.
I thought about it, but he was standing in an orange grove, so I was
That is true. We have
yeah
to consider canon.
yeah. So I
when
brought
we
back
make
the
our
trees.
Ooh, I did love those.
Yeah, because they it fills out it filled out the
It fills out the
shot
frame.
nicely. Yeah.
It angles. It helps make that very triangular composition that directs you down to Hannibal. Your little stance, man.
We render stone. We make sure we render stone. We render everything else. So I promise you, this is I'm not going to do this again.
Time you come into my house and you
Yeah.
render Hannibal.
Yeah. I render Hannibal 5 times.
It does. That's the whole episode. It's just one speed draw. It's yours and it's Hannibal 5 times.
Yeah, 5 different times, but they all look the same. I'm trying to figure out
There's no
shadows,
difference.
and I'm like,
I will
'cause,
say, and
yeah.
I mean this as a compliment, this does remind me of early manga art.
okay.
You know what I mean? Where it's from the 70s when they're still kind of playing with the genre. So the characters are super simple. But they have these
I do
background, the sort of
my-
composition for frames.
right. I do attribute some style to one mangaka. I'm trying to find.
There he is.
Yeah.
Oh.
I wanted to warm it up because the scene looked very cold, so I wanted to like I said, the
friendlier.
mood is so strange. He's so threatening. But like everything else is like
Like,
so
nice.
warm and like pleasant. Yeah, so I figured out the render for the ground. It's not a yeah.
Hey, it's
And
still lovely.
that's my silly little that's my guy.
Well, thanks for sharing your silly little guy. I also love this silly little guy.
Yeah, he's just stanced up.
He stands up.
Yeah, stands the fuck up.
Stands up, ready to kiss boys.
Yeah, definitely not to murder.
No murder here. Hannibal,
No.
NBC's Hannibal, it's a romance at the heart of it. It's a show about family.
That was our little video.
If you liked it, make sure to leave a comment, like and subscribe. And, you know, give us some feedback. Maybe leave a couple suggestions in the comments, you know, for, like, things you would like to see us draw next.
Mm-hmm. We would love that.
We would love that.
Mm-hmm.
And have a good time. Goodbye.
Bye.